sports. Fan forecast.
Rain rolling through the metro area today, high in the 70s.
Our podcasts are radio shows, and our radio shows are podcasts. Whether it's live or on demand, thanks for listening to The Fan.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
Cosmic Orphan and Raise the Alarm. Power to Morning Show 801.
What is we have skeet shooting on here on USA, watching the Olympics. We're watching the People's Republic of China shoot some stuff.
Yeah.
And that's not breaking news. That's just the Olympics. And in walks a guy with a Olympic ring tattoo on his arm, Tyler George. Hi, Tyler.
Oh, looky. There he is.
Got the rings right on his arm.
Oh, hey, gentlemen.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
We're here. Hey, Hawk. I hear
How the hell are you?
Tyler.
I haven't got your musk yet,
Mike.
though. I'll get over
Oh, don't
there.
worry. We're going to rub up against each other.
I know.
You like the Olympics? Is that something you're into?
This is my diva week or 2 diva weeks, Corey. I told you already. I've cried like 10 times in the last week already. It just
Can't help it. Yeah.
it's different.
But have you
after
watched the
22.
Olympics?
Yeah. It's it doesn't matter the sport. It's the best, man.
Is it the story behind that particular athlete?
It's the stories,
and
it's
then
the
you
family
watch
celebrations.
Yep,
It's
I'm
both
with you.
sides of the coin, the winners and the losers, because I've been on both sides, and you know that emotion, everything that you put in, and the speaking stuff I've done recently. I tell people I really want you to know the backstory behind us, so you know like the emotion that goes into it for all these athletes. And yeah, I got another week of diva mode still, but I'll be watching as soon as I'm done here. Again, I love it. It's
How
the best.
much family did you have with when you won gold?
We had
Who was there?
Our group. We had about 80 people. I think.
Wow.
I mean, we got to know a bunch of them eventually, like just coming over there, and they became family and friends. We probably had 25 that came over that were with us originally, and it was like home games for us. We had more fans there than anybody but the Koreans, and that means a lot in a competition like that. So, yeah, it's the red, white, and blue, the celebrations. Watching Scotty Scheffler tear up yesterday, the women's rugby team with that huge moment.
Oh,
I mean, it's the best, man. And I get to wear all the garish patriotic stuff that they give us for Olympic gear for 2 weeks and not look like a tool, because you can't wear 90% of it most of the time,
Speaking of Tool, turn on Channel 11 right now.
Uh-huh.
The guys are getting ready to run, and they keep introducing them, and all you see is wiener. Come on, guys, relax.
Well,
Quit zooming in.
You got to fluff before you actually get a good run in.
Thank God I don't have on 3D glasses. I wouldn't have any eyes left.
What channel are you watching, Hockey?
Channel
You sure
11.
you got the right
no,
feed?
the remote's not working.
Holy moly.
Stuck on skeet shooting.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Tyler,
saying.
What's that feeling? Like, how's that span
None of us
from?
know how that feels.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys also
know.
fluff before you actually started throwing stones?
Well, I mean, you heard the Olympic Village stories, so obviously there's a lot going on in there.
Well, what is it
man.
like? I mean, like your feelings and the things that that rush over you when you first make the Olympics, and then to actually win.
Yeah, I've said a million times over that I was so much more emotional to get there than I was to win.
Yeah.
Because it'd been my 4th try. So that was the monkey off my back. The Olympics was the easy part, actually. And the winning the trials, the tears were coming immediately.
Yeah.
With the gold at the Olympics, it took like a day because you just don't
To
know
actually
what to
hit
do
you.
it. Yeah, it just doesn't hit. So, and every gold medalist I've talked to said the same thing. When they're on top of the podium, they're like, I don't know what to do now. And they have no recollection of the moment. It all sinks in like slowly afterwards, even when they get emotional too. But it's the end of the road. It's the pinnacle of everything you put your life into, and all the cliches are true, but that moment it's still kind of a blur. It's amazing, and it sinks in eventually. I slept with my medal next to the pillow the first night, so I knew when I woke up in the morning if it was still there, it was real.
Wow.
And then you go on with the rest of your life after that, and we were not prepared for what happened after. That was some wild times.
So when you were on the podium, you kissed the medal, correct?
I think we did. Again,
What about when you took it to bed?
Oh, I was hugging it, cradling it, doing all the things Hawk would do.
So the podium was just foreplay.
Poor
Yeah,
medal.
exactly.
Right, you're
yeah,
welcome.
you walking up to the bar, buy it a drink, and then eventually take it back. So
You had to get your medal drunk?
if the medal wasn't drunk by the end of that first night celebrating, it's never going to get drunk with all the booze that was splashed on it with the celebrating with the women's hockey team and all those guys. But yeah,
That's pretty cool.
hell of a night.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, these are my weeks. I love it. Winter, summer, doesn't matter.
It's hard to watch sports, though, where you don't know the rules. Like right now, I'm watching skeet shooting. I understand they're trying to shoot the things, but I can't even see what they're shooting at. It's a hard sport to watch.
Turn on running. You know the rules of that.
No. Are you following the bouncing ball over there?
I ain't balls.
They haven't jumped yet.
My God, guys, relax. Jesus.
And they're off.
Finally, and that's the longest
running
sprint
hurdles.
race thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's because somebody jumped early.
Oh,
They had to restart
false
it.
start.
Yeah, they had a false start. 400-meter hurdles going on right now.
Edwin Moses leading.
I tell you what, Jesus. Come on, dude.
I mean,
how do you run with that thing?
The pole vaulter is the champion.
Yeah,
That's
that guy's the pole
yeah.
vaulter, the
That's
leader
it.
right there.
What would you trade the gold for that?
I've seen people
notoriety?
ask that question,
I know.
right?
I'd have to think about that.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won a gold like 300 other people at the games, but
Yeah.
are you known for this
I mean,
forever?
My guess is he doesn't
everywhere
care
you
either
go.
way, right? He's
he's used to it.
that's exactly. That's
Yeah.
not news to him.
Yeah, you don't know how many times I've lost because of this thing. But you don't know how many times I've won in other things.
Run, dude, run! Oh, I wonder how
It
many
was just
people
the
made it.
heat.
Oh, it was
Knocking stuff off tables. This thing's out of control.
Another day.
I love the Olympics, though. I do, man.
Same.
And Tyler, we talked about it earlier in the show, but last night, watching the girls' gymnastics, I don't care if they're crying because they did great or because they messed up. I can't watch it. I'm a puddle on the floor, like
Yeah.
in a fetal position. Just, it's the best. I love it, man. Agony, defeat, victory, all that stuff. It's the best.
It never gets old either.
The
Like
best.
this could go for a month, and I'd watch every single day.
How do you guys feel with judged sports versus just scored sports?
I mean, scoring and racing, or whatever, is easy to follow. The judging stuff, I'd hate to be involved in a sport where somebody else was just deciding if I was good enough, as opposed to if my performance was good enough to win by score or speed or something like that.
Right, no debating it, right? The
Yeah.
score is the score.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really any other way to do those sports, and they should be in the Olympics, obviously. But yeah, to have it be arbitrary like that, like you may have won, you may not have. It's just how these particular, however many people feel about your performance.
If the commentators are good enough to explain exactly why this is, a 10th deduction or whatever, then it's because if I was just sitting there at the Olympics watching gymnastics, I would be like, that was awesome.
Right.
That was
But
really
it's-
good, too.
Speaking of the commentators, like Lori Hernandez and some of the other people on the gymnastics, John Roethlisberger, our very own John Roethlisberger, and more. Lori Hernandez specifically, though, kept bringing up ghost deductions, right? She'd be like, well, if you do this, it's a 10th. If you do this, it's, 3/10. But then there's always these ghost deductions. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? The judges just get to make up like that looks like a mistake? What does that mean? A ghost deduction.
I just don't like the look of your face.
Right. So I
Ghost
didn't
deduction.
quite understand that part, but that just seems a little subjective.
Yeah, and the judging for certain sports, like I don't know, some of them have never been explained well enough after watching it 10 times. Like the horse dressage, the horse dancers.
Dressage.
Yeah, they all look exactly the same.
I did like the Snoop Dogg and what's her face talking about
Stewart,
that last night.
yeah.
Did you guys see that when they were talking about? They were showing those two watching the horses do the equestrian stuff, and they were playing Snoop Dogg music as the horses were dancing. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty funny.
I assume you guys saw the story. Did you see how much he's getting paid per day to be the face of the Olympics?
No.
Snoop's getting $500,000 a day to be over there
Holy
and
moly.
being
I'm gonna
the
need to
spokesperson.
remember that when I get
Yeah.
approached by NBC for 26 for commentary.
Good luck.
Those numbers are
Come on, Ty
not
Dog.
comparable.
No.
What we're getting paid.
What is Jost getting for being stuck in Tahiti with like a foot injury? Isn't Colin Jost?
Yeah, covering the surfing.
Really?
Yeah, he's covering surfing and he got hurt. They've
He's
sent
playing
a,
into the bit.
They've sent a handful of the SNL. Like Marcelo Hernandez is over there. Mikey Day was over there. So they got some SNL contingency.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm probably in the minority on this, and maybe it's just because I was there, but I think they celeb it up too much. Like, it kind of gets in the way of the games themselves. Like, now it's about them. Like, the opening ceremonies. You got Tirico, who's great, and you got Peyton Manning and Kelly Clarkson. What are they going to tell me about these sports and these athletes? They're reading it off of a sheet or whatever, and I like both of them, but that doesn't add anything to the experience for me watching them comments on it, and then having Snoop, like it's just kind of overdone.
It's got to be like the equivalent of the halftime show at the Super Bowl, right? You're just trying to bring in
every day.
But you're trying to bring in the casual people that don't care about the sports. They just care about the celebrity.
I'm sure it's
I guess
a smart
you're trying to get
business
them.
move. I'm sure it's the right thing to do for
Right.
ratings, but
Doesn't change anything for you, though.
doesn't help me.
I get
No,
it.
I'd rather go without it personally.
Have they started breakdancing yet?
Oh, I don't know.
Us in here?
No. Yeah, I want to see you.
Good
do that. I
question.
wanna
I'm
see you
not
do the
sure.
worm.
We're not playing initials today. We got break going on.
Think about it. You
Max,
got another
Max was out in the
Olympic
hallway.
in you.
breakdancing.
Start breakdancing
Yeah,
now.
me. Yeah, that sounds like
4
one
years
for
from
me.
now.
Let me look that up. That's a
Tommy
good
Ryman,
question.
weren't you a professional breakdancer at one point?
I was, but I dropped out because of all the ghost deductions I would get in competitions. And I was like, I can't handle this.
Yeah, man. I'm scared of ghost deductions.
Yeah.
I'm going to have bad dreams now.
Yeah, right.
Boxing.
I'm actually scared of this guy that was running the 200 as well or whatever, because holy moly. Did I show you? Were you guys watching on kfan.com/watch?
I did not have you on camera.
Do you want to do it now? Because I'll show them.
Keep it on if you want to do it.
Guys, are you watching? This is what it looked like just now watching the 400 meters. This is exactly what it looked like.
That's a sweet remote there, Hawk.
That wasn't a
Oh, no.
It fell. It fell out.
Lord.
It fell out.
My God.
Now it's back to normal.
It's
No.
like House of Dragons.
That may help you, though.
Hey, good point. I'll be faster now. I love it, man. I don't know. You know what else? I was going to bring this up. You know what I think is impossible looking? Even at a high school level, the high jump. Am I the only one? Like you run and then you plant and you explode up like that and they jump 6 feet. It's like they're jumping taller than
Especially
they are.
that world record that she got.
Yeah, I was watching those guys do it last night.
Man.
Oh, something I saw that I thought was fascinating yesterday that I don't understand about cycling. The women's road race, right? It's like a 4-hour race or whatever. And they had a group of about 5 gals with about, I don't know, 4 or 5 kilometers to go. And then all of a sudden the American, Faulkner, just sprints and goes for it, right? She's making her move. And then the group of 4 behind her just decided there's no point in chasing. So they immediately, like even the commentators go, it's over. Like, what? Because you either have to go with her or it's just you're waving the white flag. So essentially when she went off and sprinted, the group of 4 just decided, I guess we're fighting for silver.
I guess we can just stay back in this pack, and as long as we all agree, nobody's going to try.
Exactly.
until the
One
end.
of us is going to win silver. One of us is going to win bronze. But if we don't go with her now, none of us have a chance
That's a little
so they
odd.
just
It
let
was-
her go.
I watched it too, and the gal from Belgium was the pre-race favorite, and she didn't try to chase.
Didn't chase,
It was
just let her go.
crazy, and that was it. She ended up with a bronze. Then they interviewed Faulkner, and she's like, "Well, I almost didn't run this race because I didn't want it to hurt the other races I'm in. Decided to get in, and I thought if I was in it and it didn't feel good, I'd probably just drop out to save
Button
myself.
bar.
And the next thing you know, what'd I say?
Nothing.
Okay."
Yeah.
But she wasn't even gonna. She's like, I thought about not even racing, and then she ends up running away with it. It was
I
amazing.
think those are the most amazing performances too, are the athletes, and there's a lot of them that say, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this one, and then they go win or medal anyways. So you think of the time that they put, like the pommel horse guy, our friend Steve,
Yeah.
that's his thing. Like he is laser focused on that event for his entire life. That's it. That's what he does. But it takes all of his focus to be able to get on the podium for that. And then you got these other Olympians that are just like, well, if I have time or if I can fit in my schedule, I'll go on the podium. For
Yeah, it
this
makes you
sport,
hate
too.
them,
How good
right?
is
You're not
that?
even trying, and you're still the best in the world.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
The rest of us suck at everything.
Well, Phelps is, the best. And that picture of him with the 23 medals from the magazine cover, they said that it was so much weight that they had to have people holding the medals until the exact moment they took the picture.
Wow.
And then they let go and they took it, and you see him standing tall. And
the
then
spine
immediately after, he just collapses to the floor.
Jeez.
Yeah.
His bed was probably so uncomfortable with all those medals.
And which
Brings
one to
them all
cuddle
along
with?
to
Yeah.
every
How
Olympics.
much does a gold medal weigh?
Ours is like a pound, I think, and they said they thought they were the heaviest in Olympic history. Wow. So they used to just be like little coin-sized medals, apparently. But
Well, the dude can't put 23 pounds.
That's what I was
around.
thinking. Like
That's not
23
too
pounds
much.
can't be that much.
Yeah.
I mean, is he that weak?
well,
He's
the,
23-time Olympian, Olympic gold medalist can't carry 23 pounds.
we were talking about the LA games coming up now too, because they put the piece of the Eiffel Tower in these medals, which is awesome.
It is cool.
So what do they put in the LA medals? Is it like a bubble full of smog or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Like what's local that they
Somebody's
could actually
dreams.
use?
Yeah, litter.
Just a Hollywood sign.
Are you guys ready?
For what?
Oh. I can't.
Tommy's nervous. Well, you've never played. Nobody has any expectations, though, right? You have the lowest possible. Well, hang on. Muss has the lowest possible bar.
Well, he's never played, but yeah, let's make sure we seat him higher. There you go. That's fair.
Two of the all-time
Bitter.
greats square off. AJ Mansour, the GOAT, versus Tyler George. And then three absolute dark horses. But can Tommy Ryman, Mike Grimm, or Mike Mussman get this thing to the finish line? It's been the year of the upset. I don't think anybody's expecting when we come back, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Quarterfinal number 5 after this, including one of you have a shot at having a shot at $71,000.
Up next, it's the Initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the Initials jackpot next on The Fan.
For more information about contests on this station, go to kfan.com/rules.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
To Rooter Plumbing, August is Double Flush Deal Month. Replace one toilet at regular price and get 20% off the second. All month long. Find the Twin Cities plumbing experts at MrRooter.com.
You know Fleet Farm's got everything for everyday life. But did you also know we have the best prices guaranteed every day? Pet food, wild bird food, automotive, hunting, fishing, farming, you name it. All your everyday essentials, all at the best prices guaranteed. And if you happen to find a lower price elsewhere, we'll match it. Any day, every day. Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life at the best prices guaranteed.
Free waterproofing and foundation repair estimates from Standard Water Control. Standard Water is the Midwest's expert for waterproofing and foundation repair since 1977. Standard Water fixes all wet and humid basement issues. Free estimates. Visit standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Olivia Weight Control Centers. Your success story starts today. Join Livia's doctor-recommended and award-winning nutrition program and get your first 8 weeks for free. You could lose up to 20 pounds or more in your first 8 weeks. Plus, Livia offers weight loss medications to accelerate results. Receive personalized one-on-one guidance, plus expert nutrition and medical support. Livia is the destination for all weight loss solutions. Livia, it works. You know, I've been a brand ambassador for Livia for more than 10 years. The one-on-one support I received was key in stopping the roller coaster I was on. I lost more than 50 pounds more than 10 years ago. I've kept it off and lost more. I love Livia. I couldn't have reached my goal without them. Visit Livia.com. That's Livea. Livia.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA. Join Livia's nutrition plan today and get your first 8 weeks for free. Plus, Livia Medical offers GLP-1 medications for accelerated results. Visit Livia.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA. Choose the trusted leaders serving our communities for 15 years. You will love Livia Weight Control Centers. You know why? Livia works.
Luther and LutherAuto.com. You want to sell your vehicle? Sell it to Luther. It turns out the best place to buy a car is the best place to sell your car. Now, I've been buying or leasing for over a decade. Love the great people at Luther. My vehicle is a Luther vehicle. My wife's vehicle is a Luther vehicle. My oldest daughter just got her first vehicle. Of course, we went to Luther. We're a Luther family. Why not? But it turns out, if you're looking to get rid of a vehicle and unload one, the easiest way to do that is just to drive into one of the 45 Luther locations. You don't have to call ahead. There's no appointment. Just drive in and say, I have a vehicle I'd like you to look at. Where do I go? They'll point you in the right direction. Then you do nothing. You just kick your feet up, and then they look at your vehicle. That process takes like 15, 20 minutes, and then they make an offer, and if you accept, they do all the paperwork. So they're looking for all makes, all models, and this is maybe the most important thing, all price ranges. If you think your vehicle is worth $2,000 or $20,000, they still want to see it, and they want to make you an offer. Luther buys used cars. Find them online at LutherAuto.com.
Get 15% off right now with Sauce15 at Chillboys.com, the most comfortable underwear in the world.
Hey, Twin Cities, introducing Public Lands, a new kind of outdoor store where you'll find the latest gear to camp, bike, paddle, run, and more. Don't miss our summer send-off sale happening right now at your local public lands in Woodbury. Snag wild deals and save up to 30% off brands like Patagonia, The North Face, Chubbies, and more. Discover major savings on everything you need to explore the outdoors during our biggest sale of the season. Drop in, say hi, and shop public lands at Woodbury Lakes near Trader Joe's.
Marnie Gellner here for LCI Landscapes, professionals in patio and outdoor living. From design and planning to construction, LCI Landscapes can transform your outdoor space. They're doing a project for us right now, and they've added so much backyard beauty. Schedule your free on-site consultation today at 651-430-3606 or go to lcilandscapes.com. Serving the Twin Cities since 1997. For patios and pools, outdoor lighting and entertainment, lcilandscapes.com.
You're listening live to The Power Trip on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Tune in live right now, KFAN.com/watch. Watch the Initials Invitational, as well as we got to tell you about in a couple of weeks, just a couple of weeks away, from Paul Charchin and the Fantasy Football Weekly crew at Treasure Island in the Full Deck Ballroom on Friday, August 16th from 6 to 9. It's Fantasy Football Training Camp, all starting at 6 o'clock with the big Fantasy Football Deep Dive right after. Great prizes, including a $1,000 grand prize. And you'll receive $10 in free slot play and a $10 dining voucher as well if you attend. Full details at KFAN.com keyword calendar.
It's just unbelievable, the tension over here. Tommy's been talking trash. I mean, literally, he's been talking about garbage. I don't know why he talks about it all the time. Grimm's over here going on and on about Gopher football. Neither of them have their head in the game. They've already lost.
Oh, man.
Well, last Friday, Brian Oak and Matt Minster were in that room.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
they were pretty loose. This room over here with Carly and Audra and Creasel, tension out the ass. Very anxious, very nervous, and it affected this room.
It did, I could tell.
I don't know if this room's nervous. I mean, AJ's the greatest player of all time. Tyler's winning percentage is insane, and then there's Muss.
Oh, Muss.
Yep. Here it comes.
God, I hope you win, Muss. I hope you
Just
win.
lurking in the weeds, man.
You know, hey, I got nothing to lose.
Right where you wanna be.
I got nothing to lose.
You look like a lurker.
You guys don't believe in me, so why should I believe in me?
You know what? Believe in yourself. That's the place to start. What a wonderful kind of day.
You managed
Too
to
busy
give
getting
me
beat
my
down.
only nothing to lose matchup in the first round.
Exactly. Got nothing to lose. It's AJ.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's time for the 2024 Initials Invitational, presented by St. Paul Federal Credit.
Yeah, St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Thanks for sponsoring this bit, and thanks for the jackpot. We'll get to the jackpot in a second. But first, let's go around the room. Let's meet the competitors and see what they're playing for. Michael J. Mussman III and Tyler George are both playing for who, Chris Hockey?
Tyler George and Muss are sponsored today by Radco and Radco.com. If either of them win today, you'll receive 10% off your entire order now through Wednesday in-store online at Radco.com when you use the promo code Initials. Discount does not apply to toppers. By the way, come see me at their Plymouth store this Friday from noon till 1. Thank you, Radco.
All right, Tommy Ryman making his Initials debut. Not just the tournament, just overall has never played the game. But Tommy is playing for who, Chris?
Tommy is sponsored today by our great friends at Great Clips. And if you win today, you can tweet at Marnie Gellner and tag at Great Clips today through the end of Sunday. One lucky winner is going to win again 1 year of free haircuts at Great Clips salons. Thank you, Great Clips.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
The voice of the Vikings is Mike. Sorry, the Gophers. That's not breaking news. It's the Gophers. PA is still the voice of the Vikings.
Yeah.
The voice of Golden Gopher football and basically all Golden Gopher sports is Mike Grimm. What happens if Mike Grimm wins today?
Mike Grimm is sponsored today by our friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. Head on over to your local Lunds and Byerly's and take advantage of the buy one, get one free sale going on all 7th Avenue Pizza. And by the way, if Grimm wins today, tweet at MeatSauce1 and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Sunday. One lucky winner will win $100 to put towards restocking your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
AJ Mansour is the greatest player in Initials history.
Look at you.
He won the title in year 1, got to the finals in year 2.
Yeah. Look at you.
If we look back, by the way, too, obviously what Do Young Park did 2 weeks ago when he tied the record and he got 8 straight and he got 9 overall, that was crazy. And we look back at last year and say, Justin Guard beat Do Young Park. Yeah. He also beat you in the finals. So Gersey
was a good run for
went
Gersey.
through the gauntlet last year. He had to get through both of you, and he did. But you're back for year 3, AJ. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
If AJ wins today, Chris, what happens?
He's sponsored by our good friends at ABC, American Building Contractors. And if AJ wins today, tweet at Mark D. Parrish and tag at ABC will help through the end of Sunday, and one lucky winner will win a $100 Visa gift card.
My man.
Thank you, ABC.
Right on. You can get this to play at home if you want with initialsgame.com. You can also play all over the Twin Cities by going to initialsgamelive.com and seeing what bars and restaurants are going to allow you to do it. We cracked it open last Thursday, and it was awesome. It was tons of fun. Initialsgamelive.com and initialsgame.com. Everybody get it?
Yeah.
Before we play quarterfinal number 5, we have to potentially give away $71,000.
Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
That's right. The jackpot is currently $71,000. You're looking to buy a new car? Save money on your current car loan? Do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union, now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA. Thank you, St. Paul Federal Credit Union.
All right, so if you're watching on the stream, you just saw me go to the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Vault. That's a real thing. We actually have a vault that they dropped off 3 years ago, and it's been basically a chair for the last 3 years. We sit there once in a while during commercial breaks.
It's heavy, so it doesn't move.
Heavy, so it just sits there. But once a year for about 2 months, we use it for the vault, and it's an actual thing. We keep all the games in here because these are very valuable. Michael J. Mussman.
Very excited.
And there are 5 packets remaining, and the lowest seed gets to pick the packet. So let's see, AJ, you're the 1 seed. Tyler, you're like the 12. I think Muss, you're last.
Oh, Mr. Mussman.
Muss,
Point your finger at me, AJ.
Yeah, you're talking all the trash on Twitter.
You're seed
Keep
45.
your digits to yourself,
When
sir.
I win, the full picture gets posted.
So the jackpot works like this. In a second, Muss is going to pick one of these packets, and then we take a random caller. If that caller guesses one letter in the right spot, they win $250 thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. If they guess both in the right spot, this jackpot goes up $500 every week, and it's at an all-time high. It's at $71,000.
Nuts.
I was talking to our big boss, Greg Alexander, about this a couple days ago. Is it possible that $71,000 is the largest prize in the history of Twin Cities radio?
I don't think so.
Like, did somebody in the 90s give away a house or something? Otherwise,
Like an actual to win, because we've done like the get the perfect bracket and get $1 million contest, but that doesn't.
I wonder if it's the biggest in the history of Twin Cities radio.
It's got to be
Somebody
close,
look
for
that
sure.
up.
Yeah.
Muss.
Yes, sir.
Packet 2, 6, 7, 8, or 9.
Let's go with 7.
You're going 7.
Because AJ's going to crap out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what 7 means?
Ooh.
Jeez. It looked like you had to go.
All right. All right.
He's rattled now after
2 would
that
have
one.
worked.
That's 7.
7.
Good morning. What is your name and where are you from?
Matt from Minneapolis.
Hi, Matt from Minneapolis.
What up,
Matt, you got a
Matt?
crack at $71,000. Matt from Minneapolis. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. How do you feel about 71K?
Maybe all right.
Okay.
Next call.
Just a measly little
Played it
$71,000.
down. He's excited.
Matt, all you have to do is tell me the right initials. Go for it.
Minnesota Snow, MS.
MS, Minnesota Snow.
I like it.
I like that you told me the exact letters that way. That makes it easier for me. MS.
Come on, give it to him.
You're going MS for a shot at $71,000. Does Matt in Minneapolis have at least one right?
Come on, Matt.
Come on.
For $250. And is he alive? The jackpot. He's going MS. No. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Matt.
I blame Muss,
All right. Here you go.
which is kind of like MS, just longer.
Just
all right, here we go.
grenades at you.
Imagine if it had gone off. It would throw off the entire
For sure.
vibe, the anxiety, everything would just change.
So you're happy that Matt didn't win?
I don't know about that, but it would be weird.
I don't think Matt was that happy regardless. Jeez.
It would. I think it's like you talk about with getting to the Olympics versus winning the gold. If he had won the 250 and I told him he was closer, maybe he would have understood that it felt real. But he missed. He missed.
Now
both.
he just gets to tell his friends.
It
He's
was
on the
just
radio.
getting here that mattered.
That's
to
the
him,
hardest
you know?
part. No M, no M, no S. The initials for quarterfinal number 5 of the Initials Invitational between AJ Mansour, Tyler George, Mike Grimm, Tommy Ryman, and Mike Mussman. LD. The letter L and then the letter D. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. Pronounce the answers correctly. Here's number 1 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Features hostility, danger, or a threat.
Clue number 2.
Is a situation or an environment.
Clue number 3.
You can go into or walk into this.
Clue number 4.
Involves at least one animal.
AJ.
Yep.
Lion's Den.
That's right.
Lion's Den. AJ, the next clue was connected to the Bible. If that wasn't the giveaway for AJ, I don't know what would have been. But AJ gets on the board with Lion's Den, which I believe it also is a adult store in your hometown.
Yes, yeah.
right.
Of
Yeah,
Owatonna?
there is, yeah.
So if I
Even
just,
at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, the parking lot is full.
if I just started with where Muss went to for fun after high school, with that, Lion's Den gets AJ on the board. AJ leads 1-0. Here is item number 2 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Can require intervention, support, and a strategy.
Clue number 2.
Involves challenges.
Clue number 3.
Not exclusively, but this is most commonly connected with childhood.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Long division.
Okay. That's what a first-timer should do. Should swing. It's challenging. Something you do in childhood. That fits.
Good guess.
Swing away. Tommy Ryman out for the rest of number 2.
Clue number 4.
Can be diagnosed. Muss.
Last day? Dang.
I diagnose you with.
Well, no, you'd be diagnosed knowing when the last day could possibly be.
Wow.
I've never felt
That's Grimm,
better
and he's
about
back there.
Tyler, see, Tyler's not messing around.
Learning disorder.
That's right. All right. Learning disorder or learning disability. See, that's why I like. We're making fun of Muss for being the 45th seed.
That's my
and
spot.
Tyler's still thinking. Learning disability, learning disorder counts.
Well played, Tyler.
Absolutely. Tyler's on the board.
Thanks for the distraction, Muss.
AJ with 1. Here is number.
I thought I was your clue.
Here's number. Last day.
Take a look to my left. I got it now.
Here is number 3 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Is an assessment.
Clue number 2.
This is a nickname.
Clue number 3.
This is a device.
Clue number 4.
Its accuracy is often challenged.
Clue number 5.
Features a series of questions. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
This is a polygraph test.
AJ.
Grimm.
AJ was first.
Lie detector.
Lie detector. Grimmer got you by a split second, man. He had you. But you were right behind him. Lie detector gives AJ the lead.
Okay, come on, guys.
And AJ has 2. Long way to go. There's 9 left.
Come on, Muss.
Everybody but Muss mathematically still in this.
Let's go, Muss.
Oh, you need way more than 9.
Come on, Muss.
AJ has 2. Tyler has 1. Here's number 4 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Connected to the Three Stooges.
Clue number 2.
Worth hundreds of millions of dollars, reportedly.
Clue number 3.
Known for writing. And Tyler.
Larry David.
That's right.
Larry David is correct, and the goats are battling at 2 apiece.
Three Stooges. That's a great clue.
Oh, man. Grimmer, you look frustrated. You have that one, too?
I had it after Stooges.
And didn't go for it?
I did.
Oh,
I did the
man.
same damn thing.
Got to gamble. When you're playing Tyler and AJ, you got to gamble.
Yeah,
you got to go
stupid.
for it. Tyler has 2. AJ has 2. Here's number 5 of LD.
Clue number 1.
This is a nickname.
Clue number 2.
Is a pattern.
Clue number 3.
Features the Guardians of the Pole.
Clue number 4.
Connected to a bear.
Clue number 5.
Has been used in navigation. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
This features 7 stars and is a well-known constellation. 5.
Grimm.
Grimm.
Little Dipper?
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Mike Grimm. That's the Little Dipper.
There you go.
Nice job.
And Grimmer is on the
Grimm.
board.
Hey, there we go.
There you go, Mike
You
Grimm.
underestimated. You
I
got
was
this.
way
Little
overthinking.
Dipper.
That's one of the 2 I know.
You were looking for a more
I was
scientific
going
term.
way deep.
Mike Grimm on the board with 1, so AJ has 2. Tyler has 2. Mike Grimm has 1. No points yet for Tommy Ryman or Mike Mussman, but still 7 items left. Plenty of time. Here's number 6 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Involved in synchronization.
Grimm.
Whoa.
Wow. Go for
Line
it.
dancing.
Oh, that's a really good guess.
Good guess.
Wow.
Not a bad guess at all.
Had to do it.
Grimmer out for the rest of number 6.
Clue number 2.
Is additional.
Clue number 3.
Has been linked to proposals and superstition.
Clue number 4.
Has a connection to the number 29. AJ.
Leap day.
That's right.
Leap day gets AJ the lead. Connected to the number 29, of course, because it's February 20.
Way to go, AJ.
And AJ takes the lead. We are halfway through the game. AJ has 3. Tyler has 2. Mike Grimm on the board with 1.
Tommy, you got this.
Here we go.
6 items to go. Here's number 7 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Has appeared in both novel and film.
Clue number 2.
In a sense, this is a nickname.
Muss.
Go for it.
Last Dance?
Okay.
You blew it! Good one, Mus.
See it.
Mus, look at it like this, though. Unless I expand the field, you're not going to be seated any lower next year. Mus, out for the rest of number 7.
I got to say my name twice already.
Which is fantastic. That's more than I thought you were going to.
Clue number 3.
His last name is Taylor.
Clue number 4.
Worked on a boat.
AJ.
AJ.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No. All right. AJ out for the rest of number 7.
Clue number 5.
Served in Vietnam.
Grimm.
Oh, shoot.
Mike Grimm.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yep.
That's right.
Nice job, Grimm.
Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump, AJ's favorite movie.
I never got to the Lieutenant Dan part.
Lieutenant Dan.
Well, if you did, you would have.
I know.
Oh, man.
I fell asleep too soon. It was
Grimmer, that guarantees you a spot in next year's tournament because you have 2 points. Again, if you get shut out, you're automatically out for next year. If you get 1, you're eligible for next year's tournament. 2 gets you a guaranteed spot. So Grimm, Tyler, and AJ officially into next year's tournament. But let's worry about this one. There's 5 items to go. AJ has 3. Tyler and Grimm each have 2. It's the year of the upset. Can
Here we go.
Grimmer do it? Here's number 8 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Typically done by hand.
AJ.
Grimm.
AJ was first.
Long division.
That's right.
That's the second time Grimmer's gotten sniped, and Tommy, you put that on the board
Tommy did
earlier,
put
so
that one,
everybody had it in their heads. That happens sometimes as well.
It wasn't in my head.
Long time fishing. It wasn't in Muss's head.
You know what he said about you not being ranked any lower?
Oh, man.
Technically,
you could be
being
eliminated.
out is
Good point.
lower.
That's a good point. You have 4 items to get on the board.
Stop talking trash.
AJ now has a 2-point
Also
lead.
receiving votes in the poll.
AJ has 4. Tyler has 2. Grimmer has 2. No points for Tommy Ryman. No points for Michael J. Mussman, but there's 4 to go. Everybody mathematically still in this because Tommy and Muss, you could still run the table. Here's number 9 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Commonly includes guidelines or boundaries.
Clue number 2.
Sometimes features a level of privacy.
Grimm.
Grimm.
Legal document.
Wow.
Hey, that's a great guess.
All right. Grimmer is just swinging.
Give him the point.
I think you have to swing, though.
Yeah.
Got to gamble when you're up against these two. Grimmer out for the rest of number 9.
Clue number 3.
Most commonly are paid for.
Clue number 4.
Almost always is accompanied by music.
Muss.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Lap dance.
That's right.
Of course. Must
He is the
Back to the lion's den.
Back to the lion's
Put,
God.
put it in my wheelhouse.
I
Come on,
did.
give me another one like that.
Did. All right, Muss. Oh, boy.
Where else do you sit?
What if you had just gotten Lion's Den and Lap Dance? I think Christy would have had a lot of questions. All right, so...
where else do you sit?
Oh, my God. All right, 3 to go. Tommy Ryman mathematically out, but keep playing because you got to get on the board.
Come on, Tommy.
Muss, you are still alive. You could get the last 3 and still force a tie. So, But AJ, you have a 2-point lead with 3 to go. So if you get any of the remaining 3, you are advancing. But for everybody else, for Tyler, Grimm, and Muss, and Tommy still, don't forget, there are wild cards this year. Through 4 games, Parrish has 4. Marnie and Brian Oak have 3. And it does include ties. So getting to 3 would technically keep you alive for a wild card. So that matters as well. But AJ going for the win. Here's number 10 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Is an area.
Clue number 2.
Features non-traditional doors.
Clue number 3.
Features raised platforms.
Clue number 4.
Involves goods or cargo.
Muss.
Loading
dock.
That's right.
Muss goes back to back and makes it into next year's tournament.
He's in.
I just lost a lot of money on that bet. All right, but you also are alive in the game.
Sure.
Muss.
Yeah.
Mussy.
All right. Tyler,
playing possum.
Grimm, and Muss have a lot to play for. Any of you need to run the table to tie AJ and force a tiebreaker. Any other combination and AJ moves on, unless one of the 3 of you gets the last 2. But if any of you get a 3rd point, you're in the mix for a wild card. So a lot to play for. AJ going for the win. Tyler, Grimm, and Muss need the last 2 individually. Tommy, you need at least 1 to get on the board. Here's number 11 of LD.
Clue number 1.
Involves a transitional period.
Tyler.
What?
Lame duck.
That's right.
I was sitting on that one. I had 2 in my head all day.
Waiting on lame
Nice.
duck.
I was waiting on that.
Nicely done.
Ooh, lame duck. Man,
I
that
got
was,
one other in here. If you could do that again, that'd be great.
That was huge. That was huge. All right, so Grimm and Muss, you're mathematically out to win, but you could get the 3rd point and potentially get a wild card. Tyler gets point number 3. The situation is pretty simple. AJ, you get this, you win. Tyler, you get this, and we have a heads-up tiebreaker between you and AJ Mansour. Grimm and Muss need this probably for a wild card. Tommy, you need this just to not get eliminated from next year's tournament.
Oh, this is hard.
AJ going for the win. Tyler going for the tie. Here's number 12 of LD.
Clue number 1.
The modern version debuted in the 20th century.
Tyler, we'll take a shot.
Okay.
Lyme disease.
Oh, that locks it up, and AJ is moving on. Simple as that. But everybody
else, you
else,
got to do sometimes.
Sometimes it worked on number 11. AJ's the winner, but Grimm, Tommy, and Musk can still steal this point from AJ. Here's number 2 of number 12.
Clue number 2.
Often features a fragrance.
Clue number 3.
Can be a liquid.
Clue number 4.
Often sold in plastic jugs.
Clue number 5.
This is connected to all.
Grimm.
Laundry
detergent.
That's right. Grimmer!
Nice, Grimm.
Grimmer gets point
Well
number
done.
3 and keeps himself eligible to advance with a wild card. AJ with 4 moves on to round 2. But Tyler and Grimm, if it ended right now, you guys would both be wild cards because we do take ties. So it would be Parrish, Marnie, Oak, Grimm, and Tyler all moving on. We'll see if that holds or not, though, with 4 more quarterfinals to go. But now that AJ won, Chris, what happens now?
AJ is sponsored today by our good friends at ABC, American Building Contractors. And if AJ won, he did, tweet at Mark D. Parrish and tag at ABC Will Help through the end of Sunday. One lucky winner is going to get a $100 Visa gift card from our friends at American Building Contractors. Nice job, AJ. Thank you, American Building Contractors.
Yeah.
Grimmer, you had something for him, didn't you?
I'm still ticked on the Larry David, and then what was the other one?
There was another one you were right behind on as well.
Long division, which Tommy tipped us
Second.
off on.
That was the difference. So, Tyler, on number 12, if you had not rang in, did you have it first or not?
Once you said all, I was going to laundry, but I don't know. I don't think I would have got there in time. No regrets.
If his answer was correct, would that have counted?
If what answer was correct?
If what he guessed, I'm not going to say it, what he guessed would have been the right answer.
Lyme versus Lyme's disease? I don't even know if I would have caught that. Which one is the correct one?
I believe it's Lyme's, correct?
With an S or without the S? You're saying with an S?
I think it's with an S.
It's with, yeah.
I said it without, so.
Oh, I don't even know. It's a good
controversy.
That would
have been.
So what happens? You
with that?
said
There's
ties
no
count.
S in Lyme disease.
So there's no S?
No, it's just Lyme.
Just
Really?
Lyme disease.
Interesting.
Lyme.
All right.
Stand corrected.
I guess that would
I'll
have
take
counted
the
then.
point. Let's
You said
go to the tiebreak.
Yeah. You said that ties count.
Yeah.
So if 4 more people get 3, what happens?
We were hoping that 6 would be the max because then there'd be still 5 people per whatever. We might have to get creative if there's a tie beyond that.
What do you have?
6 is the
4 or
max.
5? What do you got now?
Right now it'd be 5.
5. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
We're just
How many
cheering
more
against
quarters?
people. For
Now
the
you're
next few
anti-sweating
weeks.
people, exactly.
How many more quarters?
I like that.
There's 4 more. I mean, Parrish is in the clear. He's got 4 points. He's going to make it for sure with the wild card. If you're in the 3 range, we'll see. Don't know.
What'd you think, Tommy?
I'll see you in 2026.
Oh, man. Well, long division was a good guess.
It was a good guess.
It was on the list. It was just in the wrong spot. And then Grimmer and AJ both swang for it. They were both sitting on it as well. But, man, lame duck was unbelievable as well.
That was just one of those you get fixated on.
And
it's
it
just
fit.
there. Yeah. And with only a couple clues left.
It's funny. You get fixated on one like that or a couple, and if it's not on the list, you're toast. Like you're just waiting for it, trying to make everyone fit. Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Or you have dumb thoughts that go in your head. You think, would lavender be?
Well, it's like Muss. You immediately thought lap dance, and you couldn't stop thinking about lap dances.
Get a little focused,
and you were like, man, I forgot I have to play this game. And then it was just one of the answers.
A loading dock.
Loading dock.
Yeah. He's in next year.
Loading dock could be another place of ill repute, too.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sure
Down
there's
at the
been
docks, you
mistakes
never know
made.
what goes down.
No chance you're the last seed next year, Muss. I mean, come on. Now you got 3. That's good, man.
I got 2.
I mean, it's possible.
Whatever.
Yeah, and not blowing our own horns, but
You just-
in this group, 3's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, for Grimmer, yeah.
Zachary, your hand was up.
3, 4.
We're looking at the bracket at kfan.com/watch, and we have our first matchup set. AJ Mansour, Do-Young Park, and Tatum Everett in that first semifinal.
What a
Plus some
three-way,
wild cards,
man.
right?
Plus wild cards, exactly.
wild cards, yeah.
So we were saying what we're going to do is randomize the wild cards. So we were saying Parrish avoiding you and Doe
Right,
might
yeah.
be the best thing that happened to him is getting Tatum the win. Unless he gets unlucky and ends up in that bracket anyway, he might have avoided you and Doe, which is a pretty good break for Mark Parrish.
The wild card spots, we don't like drop down and have to win our way back in. It's just its own.
No, you just
move
advance.
on. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty good then.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So if we randomize it, because we might do it, put it on Zach's little digital wheel.
Right.
It would be insane if you end up again against AJ and Doe and Tatum.
Yeah, that'd be
possible. Tatum was crazy impressive.
I saw her this weekend at a concert, and she was still on cloud nine, really enjoying the opportunity. And she reminded me that I think it was a second round matchup last year where Tatum and I ran into each other again. So there's history all across the board.
Happens.
Have you talked to Tommy lately? You'd think he won the Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Tommy's reaction was the best.
Unbelievable.
I was listening to it and then had to pause or turn the radio off and go back and rewind the YouTube just to watch it, because you can hear it. You can hear him hopping around. Right. He's out of breath. He's hugging everybody. It was super fun.
He celebrated more than when the curling team won the gold medal. He was more proud, I think. I think he did it for his country, unlike you guys. Jesus. Tyler.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, I thought lame duck, man, that was good. It got you back into it. I really thought when you rang in on 12, for whatever reason, I just thought you were going to do it too.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Thought you had
if
it.
you got
It would've been
one thing
amazing.
left in your head, and I mean, I don't know if it fit or not, but
Might have been a stretch.
AJ's here, and the rest of the guys were playing really well too. Normally it'd be like, well, I got to make sure I beat AJ,
Yeah.
but this whole group was getting them early. So
There were, again, Grimmer, there were two. If Grimmer just gets in a split second early on those two, Grimm just flat out wins.
Yeah.
Just wins it with 5. You were close, Grimmer.
I was iffy on Larry David. I didn't know the Three Stooges connection, but it popped in my head because I thought of him right away when you said LD.
Because his nickname is LD. Everybody on the show calls him LD.
What is the
Three Stooges?
I believe he was in that remake 10 years ago.
I thought of him right away for some reason with that. But the writer thing was I was sitting on it till
Just his hair alone, that's what made you think of it, right?
I did too. I thought of it too. I thought of all of them. You guys are so fast.
Long division, man.
Yeah.
Long division.
All right, AJ's the GOAT. He's moving on to round 2. Man, the matchup between him and Doe specifically is going to be epic. Let's see if Tatum can sneak in
played
there
once
and
before,
do
I
some
think?
damage.
Normalish
Maybe.
game.
I believe that's the case.
Maybe the first time he played. Yeah.
Maybe. Tyler, good to see you. Enjoy watching the rest of the Olympics and enjoy anti-sweaty now the rest of the field. Same thing with you, Mike Grimm. Appreciate you coming in. Nicely done, Grimmer.
Yeah, thank you.
Must you shocked the world. That was 2 more than almost everybody thought you would get, so fantastic.
I got a whole year to.
And he's off to the Lions Den.
He's off to the Lions Den for a lap
That's how I'm
dance.
going to celebrate.
Their whole picture stays off of
it's
social
past
media.
8 for God's sake.
And Tommy Ryman, we love having you on the show. You can be on the show again for comedy reasons, but we'll see you for initials in about 2 years.
This wasn't funny to you?
Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
9 to noon is next. Another matchup on Friday. I think that's the Hawk and Halverson matchup as well. Or is it not on Friday?
Hawk, Halvey, Frank and Amelia, and the worst TV taster ever, Dave Schwartz.
Dave Schwartz, exactly. That's Friday. That's quarterfinal number 6. 9 to noon is next. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. Everybody have a nice rainy Monday on the Power Trip Morning Show. See you.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Alan. I love you.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center, a look at our metro area roadways this morning. Looks like
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
want, and with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only.